Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple player props I like on Prizepicks for tonight's NBA slate on Monday, December the 18th. We do have a big Monday night slate tonight, guys, 11 game slate, so there's going to be a lot of props to choose from. Now, as always, I do record these Prizepicks videos. I typically do record these Prizepicks videos the night before, so I am making this video on Sunday night. So right now, as of Sunday night, when I'm recording this video, we don't have every game on the board, but we still do have a good amount of games up. And I was able to find 3 early props that I did like for Monday's NBA slate. So before we talk through these 3 plays, guys, as always, if you guys do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, and if they do help you out, make sure you hit that like button down below. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, you can sign up for Prizepicks linked down below in the description, or just use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up, and you will get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code. Also do want to shout out Sleeper because we have a partnership with Sleeper as well, guys. We also are giving out a $100 match on your first deposit over on Sleeper when you use promo code NOAH over there. So if you guys don't have a Sleeper account, you can download the Sleeper app either on your App Store if you have an iPhone, or on the Google Play Store if you have an Android. They do have an app for both. Download that app, use that promo code NOAH when you sign up for Sleeper, and get your first deposit matched up to $100. Check out Sleeper if you guys have not yet. But let's talk through the 3 plays, guys, that I'm liking for Monday slate tonight. Again, it's a big slate, 11 games, a lot of props to choose from. Found 3 early plays I'm liking. So we got 2 PRA props I'm liking for tonight, and then we have a points prop that I'm liking. So for PRA, we're going to look at Joel Embiid's PRA prop, 51.5. I know it's a really high line, but obviously it's warranted for a guy like Joel Embiid. And I do like the over here for Joel Embiid. So right now, as of Sunday night when I'm recording this video, DraftKings Sportsbook, they have Joel Embiid minus 140, favored to go over 51.5 PRA. And then I was also looking at FanDuel Sportsbook. FanDuel actually has Embiid's PRA line set at 52.5. So seems like the books are a little bit, the juice is on the over here when it comes to Embiid's PRA prop for tonight. And if you look at Embiid as of late, he's obviously been playing incredibly well. He's had massive game after massive game. Some of these games where he came up just short of his PRA prop, these were blowouts. Against Detroit, blowout, didn't play in the fourth quarter. Against Washington, believe that game was also a blowout, didn't play in the fourth quarter. But if you look at games this season where Embiid has played full minutes, he has gone over this PRA prop in a large majority of those games, and this is a game that I would think probably will be competitive. Now, the Bulls this season have kind of been they've been kind of a wild card. Some nights the Bulls show up and play well. Some nights the Bulls show up and just don't do anything. They just get the crap beat out of them. Philadelphia right now is favored by 10.5 here at home. So I guess this game has a little bit of blowout risk, but we've seen Embiid still be able to go over his PRA prop, this PRA line, even in blowouts. Even in some games this season where he's only played 30 minutes, he's still been able to get 52 PRA. Like this game against Charlotte, didn't play in the fourth quarter, still had 60 PRA. This game against Detroit, didn't play in the fourth quarter, still had 57 PRA. This game against Atlanta, that was actually a competitive game. Embiid did play 36 minutes in that one, but he typically plays, even in blowouts, Embiid's going to play 30 minutes because with how the Sixers run their rotation, Embiid's going to play the entire first quarter. He's going to play about half of the second quarter, and then he's going to play the entire third quarter. And that doesn't matter if the game is close or not. If it's a 40-point game, he's still going to play out the entire third quarter. It's just, obviously, will he get that fourth quarter stint or not? That's the big question. I think the Bulls will keep this game competitive enough to where Embiid does play fourth quarter minutes. And Embiid, man, if you look at Embiid's stats this year, everything is incredible. I mean, he leads the entire NBA in usage rate this season. 37.3% usage rate, which is the highest in the league among all qualified starters. If you look at his rebound chances, he's averaging the 5th most rebound chances in the NBA, 19.4 per game. And then if you look at his potential assists, he's averaging nearly 10 potential assists per game, which is second most on his team. Now, his assist numbers have been a little bit down lately. If you look at his last few games, he's only had 3, 2, 5, 6 assists, but he's had games this season with double-digit assists. I think he's had a triple-double already once this year. The rebounds have been amazing for Embiid. He's got at least 10 rebounds, I think, in 11 or 10 or 11 straight games, and he's just been scoring a ton. He's got 30-plus points in I'm looking at his game log right now, 13 straight games with at least 30 points. Embiid is just on an absolute tear right now. I don't think this Bulls team's really going to slow him down. Only worry is maybe this game turns into a blowout, but even if it does, we've seen Embiid still be able to go over this PRA line even in games where he only plays like 30 minutes. But if the Bulls keep this close, man, if we get 36 minutes from Joel Embiid here, I like his chances of putting up 52 PRA. Right now, again, DK Sportsbook has him minus 140 to go over this prop. FanDuel, they have their line on Embiid set at 52.5. I like the over here of 51.5 PRA for Joel Embiid. So that's the first play I like for tonight. Next PRA prop we're going to look at is going to be LeBron James. Well, it just got taken off the board. That sucks, man. So I was looking at LeBron's PRA prop. It was at 42.5, and they took it off the board literally as I started recording this video. So that is super frustrating. We were getting some really good value on that play too, because DK Sportsbook, they had LeBron's PRA prop set at 43.5, and it was juiced toward the over. Prizepicks had his line still at 42.5. So that's super annoying. I guess I'm not going to give out any other props for LeBron. Like, I was looking at his points prop. His points prop is minus 130 on DK right now. So, like, maybe you could take the points prop for LeBron. But I guess I'm just going to shy away now since they took the PRA prop off the board, because I thought the PRA prop was what had all the value. I guess if you want to take this, you could. You know, it is a really good spot here for LeBron. The Knicks defense has not been great this season. I mean, they've just kind of been middle of the pack this year when it comes to defensive rating. And if you look at LeBron's stats this year, like his usage rate has still been great. He's still leading the team in usage this season, 29% usage rate. Anthony Davis, 25.5% usage rate. So the usage rate's still been great for LeBron. He's still playing a ton of minutes every night. He's taken a ton of shots every night. He's had some good history against the Knicks too. Like, if you want to factor that in, 28 points, 29 points his last 2 games against the Knicks. Actually, since he's been with the Lakers, he's gone over this points prop in 4 out of 5 games against the Knicks. I don't really look at player versus team stats too often, but if you want to factor that in, you can. Again, I was liking over 42.5 PRA for LeBron. That was on the board until it just got pulled. But we'll take the over 27.5 points. I don't mind this either. DK Sportsbook does have LeBron minus 130 to go over this line. Feel like if LeBron gets 28 points, he probably will go over that PRA line too. So it's kind of pick your poison, I guess. You can't really pick your poison because there is no PRA line available. We'll see if it comes back up though. If they do add a PRA line up for LeBron, I bet you it will. It'll probably be bumped up to like 43.5 or 44. At that point, I don't think I would take it. But I do like the over 27.5 points here for LeBron. Again, all the stats for LeBron this year are still really good. Still leading the team in usage rate, taking a ton of shots every night, still playing a ton of minutes. And do want to mention that Anthony Davis is questionable for this game. Maybe that's why you're seeing the juice favoring the over on a lot of LeBron's props for tonight. Maybe the market's expecting Anthony Davis to miss this game. Anthony Davis was questionable for their game Friday night against the Spurs and surprisingly did not play. So maybe whatever injury Anthony Davis is dealing with right now, like maybe it's more of a serious injury than we think. I believe it's a hip/groin for Anthony Davis. So we'll have to keep an eye on the status here of AD. He is questionable. Obviously, if AD gets ruled out, that is going to be great for LeBron. Last game without AD, LeBron played really well. Didn't go over this points prop, but still, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 14 assists, played 36 minutes. He would have a massive role here if there was no Anthony Davis. Even if AD plays, I still think this over of 27.5 points for LeBron is fine. So I do like this play. Again, it sucks that the PRA line that I was going to play just got taken off the board literally, as I was getting ready to put it in, show it to you guys. But it is what it is. We'll move on to the next play. But I do like that over of 27.5 points for LeBron. You can play that as well. Now, the third and final play I like is going to be another points prop. And we're going to look at Mikal Bridges, 22.5 points. And I also like the over here. Now, if you look at last 5 games, you're probably not going to like this play because Mikal has gone under this line now in 5 straight games. But you really have to look more into it. Like, you can't just rely on the last 5 games because you have to think about, were these games blowouts? Did Mikal just shoot the ball poorly? There's so much more that goes into it than just looking at, like, the red and green lines on Prizepicks. I hope you guys don't do that. But if you look at these last 5 games for Mikal, even though he has gone under this points prop, there's some positive takeaways here. So the usage and the shot attempts have still been really good for Mikal in those games. I mean, he has still shot the ball 15, 13, 19, only shot the ball 8 times against Denver, but he only played 25 minutes in that game for whatever reason. I'm guessing that was a blowout. And then against Golden State last game, 17 shot attempts. But yeah, I mean, you look at the last 5 games, aside from the Denver game that was a massive blowout, 15, 13, 19, and 17 shot attempts for Mikal. Last two games, he's had 17, or last two games besides the Denver game, he's had 17 and 19 shot attempts. However, he has shot just 36 and 35% from the field. So the efficiency for Mikal has been bad lately, but Mikal has historically been a pretty efficient shooter. He's a guy that lives in the mid-range. He's a guy that has a really good mid-range jumper, and this is a spot where I think the efficiency should come back for Mikal. This Utah defense is just not good at all. Like, if there's a team that you can just go and score up a ton of points against, it's probably going to be Utah. Like, Utah this season defensively has not been a team to really be scared of. If you look at where they rank this year in terms of defensive rating, I mean, Utah has the, sixth worst defensive rating this year. They're not a good defensive team at all. This is a spot where I think Brooklyn will be able to put up plenty of points. And I think this is also going to be a really good game environment. I don't see a total yet on this game, but if I had to guess, this game's probably going to come in with like a 230 plus total, maybe even like 240. Both these teams do kind of push the pace a little bit. Both these teams aren't that great defensively. And I know Mikal, you look at his recent games lately, he hasn't been scoring the ball a ton, but some of these games have, one of the games was a blowout. Some of these games also just shot the ball really poorly, but he's still playing a ton of minutes every night. He's still taking 15, 16, 17 shot attempts a night. And this is probably one of the best matchups he's had. Obviously, he got to face Washington, so that was a good spot. He got to face Sacramento, which was a good spot. But Phoenix, not the greatest matchup. Denver, obviously not the best spot. Golden State, you would have expected probably a better game from Mikal there against Golden State. But I do like Mikal to have a bounce-back game here in a good matchup against Utah. One of the better matchups he's had lately. And right now, if you look at DK Sportsbook, they have Mikal favored pretty heavily to go over this line. He's minus 135, favored to go over 22.5 points. So despite the recent performances lately, despite the red lines you see on Prizepicks, Mikal is still heavily favored to go over this points prop of 22.5. So these are the three props, guys, that I do like for tonight's NBA slate. Joel Embiid, more than 51.5 PRA. LeBron James, more than 27.5 points. Mikal Bridges, more than 22.5 points. Again, I was liking LeBron's PRA prop. That line was at 42.5 on Prizepicks, and they took it off the board before I could play it, or before I could show it to you guys. So that sucks. We'll side with the points, though. Hopefully LeBron can go over both points and PRA for tonight. If they do add his PRA line back up, and it's like, if it's at 43.5, I don't mind taking that. If it's anything higher than that, I probably wouldn't play it. But we'll just go with these three plays for kind of an early look at Monday's NBA slate. So if you guys are going to be tailing me on these three plays, let's try and make some money tonight. Bounce back after kind of a frustrating night on Friday night. We gave out 2 plays Friday, went 0-2 on the 2 picks we gave out Friday. I decided to take just the weekend off from content, but I'm ready to get back on the grind, man. I already made a video for Monday Night Football tonight, so if you guys want some player props I like for Monday Night Football, you can check out that video if you wanted to. You could technically take the 3 plays I give out in this video. You could take the 2 plays I gave out for Monday Night Football, combine those, make a 5-pick flex entry. Usually the 5-pick flex entry is the best best entry type to play on Prizepicks, just because of the payouts and how they adjust the odds for that certain entry type. So that's something you could do as well. But if you guys want to check that NFL video out, it is already posted on the channel. Check that out if you are interested. But I appreciate you guys watching the video as always, man. Hit that like button if you guys did enjoy. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And again, if you guys don't have an account over on Prizepicks, sign up for Prizepicks. Use that promo code NOAH. Get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code. But good luck tonight, guys. Thanks for watching the video. As always, enjoy your Monday night. Let's make some money tonight, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.